Hello, it's Jay here again and welcome to another tutorial. So in this lesson we're going to add some code that's going to work to give us a variance in temperature depending on the time of day. But before we actually do that, I'm going to come to the void start and I'm going to come here. So I begin in autumn and I'm going to come below where we say the autumn temp variable equals a random range between min and max. So let's just come below here and we're going to say underscore temperature temp is going to be equal to the autumn temperature plus the autumn temp variance. Let's close that line off now. We'll get this into the comments, so we'll say temperature temp equals, let's come to the line below, autumn temp plus, we're going to say temp variance on startup. So let's come here. I'm going to come right at the very top before we start the core routine. Now, as you can see, I begin a second before dawn. So technically, I begin in night. May only be for 1 second, but that's where it does begin. So we'll just make sure that the underscore day phases equals day phases, and we want dot night. Let's get this into the comments. So we'll say set day phases to night on startup, and those two lines should help to correct any problems that some of you may have been having. So let's scroll down, and in fact let's come here, void update calendar days, and I'm going to begin by copying where we set the spring temp variance. So I'm copying that line there that we've broken up into 3, and what we're going to do is come here to the dawn, void dawn. So this is our main day phase function, and I'm going to come inside this if block where we say if hours equals day start time and hours is less than dusk. Now this must come before this line of code here, otherwise it won't work. And what we want to do is, because we are changing to the next phase of the day, we want to set the temp variance for the phase we're going into, not the one we are in. So in this case, because we're in dawn, we need to set for the next one, day. So day temp variance, let's change the comments as we go. And a random range between day min and day max. Let's tidy up those comments. And we also need to change it here as well. So again, let's copy that and we'll come here today. And obviously now we're going to the next phase of the day. So from day we set the dusk before we change to dusk. So let's keep going. And we'll also need to change it here and here as well. And again, once more in the comment there. And we've just got to go through this 2 more times. So we'll do it for dusk. So in dusk, obviously we're changing to night. Again, we'll keep changing and tidying up the comments as we go. And finally, we'll come to night. So this time, we'll change to the next one, which is dawn. And we'll keep going. And the last changes to make there. So, as I said, please make sure that you do not set this to the phase you are in, but the phase you are going to. Like I said, this is important to make sure that the script works correctly, and this line must come before this line here. And it's probably also a good idea, I'll mention it now, if I come up to the void start, to make sure that this line as well comes before the start coroutine. So we've got some of the basic code in place. Now, I was going to actually have the temp variance affect the temperature in this lesson. So I was going to have this block of code affect the actual temperature. I'm going to leave that for the next video now. And the simple reason is we're going to alter, move and modify some code to not only make this work along with our temp, but we also might deal with some optimization as well. So I think we'll leave that all for a new separate video. I think that would be best. So I think we'll leave it here for now for this lesson. As always, I hope you enjoyed it. I hope to see you next time. And until then, as always, bye for now.